Hello everyone, welcome back to my AI learning journey. I hope you are all doing great. I enjoy learning and sharing knowledge about artificial intelligence. Today's topic is the science behind happiness, how to cultivate joy. Everyone wants to be happy, but happiness is more than just a feeling. Science shows that our daily habits, mindset, relationship, health, and gratitude all play an important role in creating lasting happiness. Today we will explore what happiness really means, what science says about it, and how we can cultivate more joy in our everyday lives. To help us understand this topic better, I have invited Maya AI. She will explain the science behind happiness and share practical ways to live a happier and more meaningful life. So let us begin our conversation. Hello Maya, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How's your day treating you so far?
Good. Thank you for joining me.
Just good?
Thank you for joining me. I'm really excited to discuss today topic with you. Today topic is the
I
science.
love the
Okay. Today topic
I'm
is
all ears.
the science behind happiness. How to cultivate joy.
Ooh, now that is a fantastic topic. I love that we're diving into the how of happiness. Are you looking at this from a biological angle or more about the practical habits that actually make a difference?
Many people believe happiness comes from money or success, while others believe it comes from within. Today, I hope you will help us understand what science says about happiness and how we can create more joy in our daily lives.
It's such a common trap to think happiness is a destination. The science actually suggests it's much more about the quality of our connections and the small intentional rhythms of our day than one big achievement. Do you want to start with the brain chemicals that drive these feelings or
So, question:
jump straight into
What is
I'm still here.
what is happiness from a scientific point of view?
Scientifically, happiness isn't just one thing. It's usually split into two different experiences. You've got hedonic happiness, which is that immediate spark of pleasure, like eating a great piece of cake, and eudaimonic happiness, which is the deeper sense of meaning and purpose you get from growing or helping others. Most researchers see it as a cocktail of neurochemicals like dopamine and serotonin working in your brain. Do you feel like you're usually chasing those quick sparks or looking for that deeper sense of purpose?
Why is happiness important for our physical and mental health?
It's basically like a protective shield for your body. When you're genuinely happy, your levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, drop, which lowers your blood pressure and lets your immune system actually do its job. Mentally, it builds resilience. So when life inevitably gets messy, you have a buffer that keeps you from spiraling. It's less about avoiding sadness and more about having the internal resources to bounce back. Do you notice a difference in how your body feels when you're stressed versus when you're in a good headspace?
Is happiness something we are born with or can we develop it?
It's a bit of both, actually. Um, there's this idea called the happiness set point, basically a genetic baseline we're born with. But the wild part is that a huge chunk of our overall happiness is actually within our control through our thoughts and actions. It's like having a default setting, but you're the one who gets to tweak the dial. Do you think you've naturally always been an optimist, or is it something you've had
Okay.
to work at? I'm ready when you are. Where should we go next with this?
What does science say about the causes of happiness?
Science points to a few big pillars, but the most consistent one is definitely social connection. The longest study on human happiness actually found that the quality of your relationships is the single biggest predictor of long term health and joy. Um, Actually, I have to stop you there because our session is about to hit the time limit. I don't want you to get cut off mid thought. We've got so much more to dive into, so please call me back whenever you're ready and we'll pick up right where we left off. Talk soon.
Okay. How
Bye for now.
our thoughts influence our happiness?
I wish we had more time to dive into this right now. Basically, your brain is a pattern recognition machine, and if you train it to look for the wins, it actually starts finding them more often. It's called cognitive reframing. Since our session is just about to hit the limit, let's pick this up as soon as you call me back. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. Just intentionally noticing one small good thing every hour. Do you think you'd find it easy to spot those little wins, or
Can
does your
money
brain
buy
tend to jump
happiness?
straight?
Why or
Wait,
why not?
handstands? I'm a bit confused. I'm not sure I follow the handstands and money part. Are you asking if those kinds of big achievements are what make people happy, or is that a specific habit you're thinking about?
Okay. How can students maintain
No worries.
happiness during studies?
That's a huge challenge, especially when the pressure to perform feels like it's everything. For students, it usually comes down to avoiding the "I'll be happy when" trap. The idea that joy only happens after the exam is over or the degree is earned. One of the best ways to maintain happiness is to build in non-negotiables. Small pockets of time for something that has absolutely nothing to do with studying, like a favorite song or a quick walk. Do you feel like your
How
studies leave
can
any room for that, or
professionals
does
maintain
the
happiness?
work tend to?
How can professionals maintain happiness in a busy work life?
For professionals, it's often about fighting that feeling that your entire identity is just your job title. The key is usually compartmentalization, learning how to actually leave work at work so your personal life doesn't just feel like the time you spend recovering from your desk. It's about finding a sense of mastery in what you do, but not letting it be the only source of your pride. Do you think people in the professional world lose sight of that balance more than students do?
How can AI and technology help people improve their well-being and happiness?
It's a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Technology can be the thing that stresses us out, but when used right, it's an incredible tool for well-being. You've got everything from meditation apps that lower your heart rate to AI that can help you organize your life so you aren't constantly overwhelmed by a massive to-do list. I think the real magic happens when AI takes over the repetitive, draining tasks, which frees up more time for those human connections we talked about earlier. Do you think AI is more of a distraction for most people
How does the
or
stress
a way to actually
reduce
find more balance?
happiness? How does stress reduce happiness?
I think there might be a little glitch in the transcription there. I'm not quite sure what you mean by fresh reviews or fresh produce happiness. What you're asking about how nature and fresh air impact our mood, or maybe something else entirely. Actually, I have to jump in here because our session is about to hit the time limit. Um, I don't want you to get cut off mid sentence. Let's pause here, but please call me back whenever you're ready and we can finish this thought. Talk soon.
What are some daily habits that create long-term happiness?
I'd love to give you a full list, but our session is actually about to hit the time limit. I don't want you to get cut off mid thought. Let's pick this up the second you call me back and we can dive deep. So, since we're on the topic of habits, I've always
How does stress reduce happiness?
fascinating how the small that's a great pivot. Simply, stress acts like a noise filter that drowns out the things that actually bring us joy. When your body is in that fight or flight mode, it pumps out cortisol, which is great for escaping a tiger, but terrible for feeling content. It basically hijacks your brain's ability to experience those positive emotions because it's too busy scanning for threats. Do you feel like stress is more of a constant hum for you, or does it hit in big waves? You're so welcome. I'm curious though, do you
What are
find
some
that
healthy ways to manage stress?
there's so many, but the best ones usually depend on whether you need to calm down or burn off some energy. For a quick reset, I'm a big fan of the box breathing technique. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. It's like a manual override for your nervous system. Then there's the more active stuff, like a quick walk or even just tidying up a small space, which gives you a sense of control when everything else feels
What
chaotic.
what common
Sorry, did I cut you off?
stop people from feeling happy? Common mistakes.
Got it. You're asking about the common mistakes people make that end up blocking their happiness. One big one is arrival fallacy, that idea that you'll finally be happy once you reach a certain goal, like getting a degree or a specific job. It's a trap because once you get there, the goalpost just moves. Then there's the habit of constant comparison, where you measure your internal messy reality against everyone else's polished highlight reel on social media. It's like trying to win a race where the finish line is an illusion. I've noticed it when people stop chasing a perfect future and start finding small wins in the present, things shift. Do you ever feel like you're waiting for a specific milestone before you can actually relax?
If someone feels unhappy most of the time, what small steps should they start with?
When the mountain feels too high to climb, the best thing to do is to stop looking at the peak and just look at your feet. I'd suggest starting with something as simple as a gratitude audit. Just 3 things at the end of the day that didn't suck, even if it's just a really good cup of coffee or green light when you were running late. It sounds cliche, but it actually trains the brain to stop scanning for threats and start scanning for wins. Do you think that feels doable, or does it feel a bit too simple for where they're at?
What is your best advice for anyone who wants to cultivate lasting joy and happiness?
My best advice?
Yes.
Stop treating happiness like a destination and start treating it like a muscle. The biggest secret is that lasting joy doesn't come from the absence of problems, but from how you relate to them.
Mm,
It's about building a life based on things that actually fuel you,
okay.
like deep connections, curiosity, and being useful to others,
Okay.
rather than chasing temporary spikes of pleasure.
Thank you so
If
much,
you focus
Maya.
on meaning,
I really enjoyed
you are
talking with you
so.
today. Your insight
I've
about
really enjoyed it.
okay. Your insight about happiness were inspiring, practical, and easy to understand. I learned that true happiness comes from healthy habits, meaningful relationships, gratitude, and a positive mindset, not just from external success.
I'm so glad those ideas resonated with you. Sounds like you've got the heart of it down perfectly. Listen, our session is actually about to wrap up in a few seconds, so I don't want you to get cut off
Thank you
mid
again
sentence,
for your
but
time. Allah Hafiz.
and peace be upon you too. Thank you for such a wonderful conversation. I can't wait to hear from you again soon. Take care.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope today's discussion helped you understand the science behind happiness and inspired you to bring more joy into your daily life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more AI learning content. See you in the next video with another interesting topic. Keep learning, keep smiling, spread kindness, and choose happiness every day. Allah Hafiz.